So let's say we have a class like this, and it's going to be a template class. And it has more than one template arguments. So let's say we have size t in case we want to have array data structure. So I want to put the entire methods of the class, so maybe at max constructor, and here we would define size and pass it as the size of the array here, and maybe the constructor and the destructor. Let's also add one more method here called, for example, print, that print the indices inside this array one by one. So here is the header file, b.h, and if you want to have the definitions, in C++ it's usually recommended to have the definitions inside the header file, but let's consider we want to follow the principle of separate the interfaces from implementation. So this is what we are going to do. We say include the header file and the template arguments. Then we can have the definition. For example, inside constructor we can say initialize all of those values by 0 in case they are not char. So we can have specialized template classes, so that's a different method. But let's say we have a numeral data structure that only accepts numbers, not characters. The same for destructor. Let's say also in destructor we set all of them to 0, and for print we can add include higher string. So in such cases, they say you better to have explicit template class instantiation, but there is a problem here. Let me show you. For example, we want to start with int. What will be the second parameter here, the second argument here? What we should place here? You know, we cannot insert the type here. For example, we cannot say int because we set the type before. The size t is not also accepted. You see, we say type name is not allowed here. So we need to add a number. Okay, that's it. You can have it for other data types. And in case of char, I specialize it for, I just skip to talk about it in this video. But you can only use 10 as the size of the array, nothing else. I'll show you. Let me create a new project, add a source file. But before that, let me compile this and build this library as a static library. Build this project as a static library. D S as a static and D for debug, and debug configuration, and as a static library. Configuration type as a static library. So let's build this project. Okay, we have this library. Set it as a startup project, and set the path of that library to the linker. Additional dependencies. Additional library directories also. And the header file. I will make a video and tell you how you can have your own macros for Visual Studio. As you can see, I have my own macro. Let me show you. You see, here is, for example, my own macro. So let's see if we can get access to that library. Also add dependencies, add reference to B. include b.h. So before I write the code, I should tell you that I won't record the solution for this problem here, and for the answer for the solution you should take a look at my programming channel of my Discord server. Here is the programming channel. You should ask it here for solution. I will explain it here, and I will post the code here for you. After you join, just tag MasterJack. Most of them are me. So this is what I want from you to find its answer. We say b, and if we say, for example, int and 10, for example, as a, and then we want to print it, a dot print. Okay, as you can see, because we had this explicit template class instantiation as 10 for second parameter, for second argument. So right now we can use 10. Let me show you. But for sure this is not what we want. We want to be able to type whatever we want here as the size of the array. That's the whole point. So as you can see, we have 10 digits here, 10 numbers here, and the code run. But let's change this second parameter to something else. For example, the array size b5, and run the code again. Now we should receive a linker error. Yes, as we expected, we received a linker error on resolve external symbol for destructor, constructor, and print method. So this is a question for you guys. If you fail to find the answer, just ask it, as I said, in my programming channel. I will post the code for you.